All right, so I just picked up a mini excavator from the rental place. Never used one before. Watched some videos on YouTube and gonna figure it out. A little nervous, it's a little intimidating, but I think it's gonna be fine. So let's go check it out. All right, we're gonna show you the setup here to dig out the sewer line for the weekend. I wanted to get Trisha on camera because she's hard to get on camera, so there she is. But here's what we got. £3,500 mini excavator, mini digger. I still don't really know how to use it, but I am gonna find out. Towed by the LX. We're up to 250 now. It'll take anything. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Just going to give you a quick run over of what we have going on today. We have two projects going on at the same time. We're getting our floors polished. We're going to do polished concrete. It just lasts longer and it's about the same price as if we were to do tile or wood flooring. It's one of the jobs that we actually are going to hire out just due to it being so small. It's only 240 square feet. For us to rent the machine and to buy the products to seal it would be about half the price of just having someone do it, and then it's the time of reading about it. So we're having the company come and do that today, and then also at the same time David and a friend Chris are doing the plumbing. You might have seen yesterday we got a mini excavator, and we can go outside and check on them and see how that's going. They're digging up the ground to put the pipes under. So let's go outside and check on them. How comes your Are you guys having fun with the mini excavator?
The what?
Are you guys having fun with the mini excavator?
Yeah. Letting Chris do some excavating.
That's all the tree roots from.
Yeah.
Where the tree used to be, right here. Any updates?
Now we found the sewer tap. So the sewer tap is right here. Right below that shovel, and then it drops into the street right there. Show you how far back the tiny house is. Never really showed you this part. This whole area will be made to look nice. Now it's a construction zone, but you're gonna love it when it's done. And here is the tiny. This is where the sewer is going to come out. Down. And then meet up where Chris is at. All right, we've made some decent progress. No major casualties. So I'm going to show you what we got so far. the run. All right, today's kind of a busy day. We got the concrete guys that just showed up, and we're working on the sewer line. I'm going to show you where we're at with the sewer line, and then I'm going to show you the concrete floor and hand you off to the concrete guys to explain what they're going to be doing. So here's what we got with the sewer line. This is where it starts. Back of the building, clean out.
So this, I put tackle truck. We're just gonna roll this around for him. I see stuff like this. Over here.
So we're out here doing the concrete, and just did the first 15 pass. I'll show you guys what that is real quick.
14, but
14.
yeah, it's gnarly.
So that's gonna pull out the aggregate.
That's what pulls up the aggregate in the beginning.
And you can see that starting to come out.
Yep. Then every grate is double the last. Top 30 on the machine right now. So usually it'd be like 1420 is what they would call it, because it's usually a range of grit.
Yeah.
And then it would be 3040. Then we have 7080 for the metals. You transition into 50s, 100s, 200s. That's probably the second time. 400, 800. And then you have your shine.
So this one we're just gonna do like 4 different diamonds, or?
I'm doing 3 metals,
Okay.
3 honing, 2 polishing.
Sweet.
So it's 3. Yeah, you're getting 8 steps out of me.
Uh,
You're getting 8 steps out of me.
it's gonna pop when it's done.
The idea is to get it to pop real nice.
I'm still just a hair too high. I'll still have to dig it down, and then we just have to change that as well.
You can see that run, and we're gonna be tying in right here.
Don't forget the mascot.
The mascot. Oh yeah.
Our inspector's watching us, folks.
Jeez. All right, back to the sewer. Running all the way through. There's one clean out. You gotta leave the fittings exposed. I can brush them off a little more for the inspector, but we're gonna be covering everything else up. You can see the fittings. Every 10 foot. This is just some sludge from the floors. Figured it was a good place to hide it, toss it in the ditch. There's a fitting there, another fitting there. And here's where we tie in, right into the house. Here's the final hookup going in, the last 7-8 foot. What's that, a 22 degree little sweep?
Yeah, the 22 degree, we got to kind of bowl them together.
You can see the angle is slightly off, so that 22 should bring it together. Looking good. Cool. What's up, guys? I have not checked in with you for a couple days. Give you a little update. The plumbing has passed inspection as far as the sewer. So the sewer line is ran, and I've been getting that backfilled because I had to leave that exposed for the inspector. But everything's looking great. Got a bunch of new palm trees installed. Gonna show you that. Today I'm putting in drip irrigation for all the palm trees, but here's the new line of palm trees we got. So here's the the entrance to the tiny home. These are all existing trees, but we've added this path of trees, areca palms. They'll get about 20 foot in 10 to 15 years. These ones are about 3 years old. You can see the difference. So 2 more years, these will be like that for sure, be above the fence line. This all needs to be cleaned up. So I ran drip line, and I'm putting in my 1/4 inch now as we go. Here's another line of palms. This will be our parking area, just to create some separation. There's the main house. We're gonna add lots of, small landscaping in this area as well as on the other side. Gonna put rocks all through here. Still have to level that out. So right now I am installing these little bubblers. So you can adjust them 0 to 10 gallons, I want to say, maybe 0 to 20. I'm only looking to put 2 to 3 gallons an hour at these plants at the most. So it's pretty simple here. Here's your 1/2 inch. This is your 1/4 inch. You have these little barbs right there on the edge that they rip off. So you just pull these off. You stab them in. I'm using this little tool, but you probably don't even need it. Stab them in there, and then feed. Hook up to your bubbler, and feed that in. Adjustable at the top here. I was doing them one by one, but like anything else, it's so much faster once you get a system. I think it's better to pre-make 20 of them. That's what I'm about to do right now, rather than mess around with trying to get, one at a time. Just doesn't make sense. So, all right, I got a lot of the pigtails, the 1/4 inch bubblers hooked up. I was going to show you those real quick, and then I'm going to show you the install of one. So here we go. You can see, snapped in. There's the bubbler, adjustable cap. Show you a real quick one. Let's see. That might work. Yes. Take the tool. Push it right in. Take your angled cap. Boom. I'm gonna come back and adjust them all later. Hey, just wanted to give you an update on the floors, and just in general talk about hiring contractors. The flooring guys ended up kind of sucking, just to be honest. They lied to us and misled us into believing that our concrete floors, our concrete slab was low quality, unable to be ground properly, and brought to a high shine via polishing, that it's just crumbling apart whenever they try to grind it, and that we just need to put a coating on it. They only did a couple grinds, not like the gentleman earlier explained how he was going to do several different grinds, 7 different ones to achieve a high shine. They claimed that our concrete slab was about 2,000 psi, which is way under what it should be. I believe it's supposed to be 3,500 for our, based on our plans, which is overkill for this building. So they claimed that it was unable to be polished. It was unable to be polished to a high shine. They could just grind it and seal it. And that was because it was subpar flooring. So I ordered a test kit to test the concrete. And it turns out that the concrete is testing between 4,200 and 5,000 PSI, which is well above where it needs to be, almost high enough, for a lift, heavy machinery. That's a really good slab, especially for a tiny house. So end of the line is they're full of shit. They just didn't want to do the work. We called them out on it. They never showed back up. They left their crappy floor polish here that we're not going to use. So the floors are nice, but they're only ground down to maybe a 40 grit, 80 grit. So luckily I only paid them $500 so far of the total. So that's all they're going to get. And I ordered a polyurea floor coating, really high quality. That should work out really nice. Not exactly what we wanted at the end of the day, but it's a good compromise. The kit was about $400. We're just going to do a clear so that this, kind of has that terrazzo look. The aggregate is exposed, so the first millimeter or two, maybe 3, was ground off. I'll show you a close up here. Maybe slightly more than that, maybe 1/8 of an inch. You can see the previous line where we're at now. So it's going to look beautiful. I just hate being misled, And I know those guys probably tell people all the time, hey, your concrete's not good enough for me to complete my job, so I'm going to have to throw coating on it. And most people aren't going to call them out, research it, buy a tester to test it, but I do call people out. So I don't like being misled, taken advantage of. So we're going to do it ourselves. It's going to come out nice, and that's it. We'll move on. So always be cautious when you hire people, and really research. And by research, I don't mean spend 2 minutes on Google and then proclaim that you're an expert on the topic and make yourself sound like an idiot. Just look over what the job you're looking for. So in this case, polished concrete, and research how that's done. One of the best places I get information, I think, is on forums, and you can see who really knows their stuff and who owns businesses that do polished concrete. There's people that they're obsessed with whatever trade that is, and they will tell you if something's right or wrong. So there is good information on the internet. You just have to pick and choose, and pick and choose your sources wisely. That's all. So there's a lot of great contractors, by the way. I don't want to come off as trashing contractors, but we're not even contractors, just tradesmen. But in Florida here, there's a lot of really bad ones too that charge you way too much, and half the time they don't really know the proper way to do things. It sucks when you can look something up and research it for 2 hours and then correct the method that the expert is doing. It's not proper. So just like the concrete guys, they said, oh, we're going to do 3 coats, tonight over the next 2 hours, but you're supposed to let each coat sit for 2 to 3 hours. So they were going to screw that up. I'm so glad we did not let them go through with coating the concrete. I told them either you polish it or that's it, and they haven't called us back since. So we'll get that finished up in the next video for you guys. So next video is going to be electrical, And the concrete. Trisha's going to do the concrete ceiling. It's polyurea. It's a 2-coat system. So that should look really nice. Really heavy duty coating. It can take a beating. Overkill for a tiny home, but we like stuff that's overkill. All right, see you guys.